going to Nashville. Stick around after the show, guys, to check out great booth walkthroughs and interviews on products with these great manufacturers. Hey, guys, welcome back to another episode of Pavement After Hours. I'm your host, Nick Yoss, and our set might look a little different today because we are coming at you live from Nashville, World of Asphalt.
Somewhere in Nashville.
And we have a lot more guests on. So from the right, I have Kurt Grunberg with Ray Products. To the left of me, I have my father, Bill Yoss from Yoss Construction. And then to the left of him is Nick Wentz, the foreman for Synergy Pavement Group. So we're just going to kind of talk about what we've picked up from World of Asphalt and some of the booths that we went at. I'll start with you, Nick. I mean, what was your favorite booth out of all of them?
I think the favorite one was probably the Bomag, because they had a lot of nice new equipment out there.
I'll go next to you, Dad, because you were talking with Bomag about a electric roller. And that, to me, was a little taken back and a little impressive because your era to come to me and say that you were looking at an electric roller. So tell me how that came about.
Well, it came about a little bit. I was inquiring about them, but right now the price is too much. The time that they run is too little. It's probably got about another. They're just coming out in the market now, and the price is like 2.5 to 5 times the price of a regular roller. So it's just not quite there yet, and nobody knows. It's brand new. Nobody knows productivity. 12 hours of charging to get 5 hours of use. It just isn't there yet. My favorite booth was probably Layboy. We've had a long-standing relationship with them. Mike Lee's a friend of mine, and it was just nice to see him and some of the people there that I've known over the many years of dealing with them. So, but there were a lot of very good booths there, and I was really impressed with the show.
I agree. Electric isn't there yet. It's just like anything. I mean, I remember going to the first NPE show back in 1999, and remember when you guys are freaking out because they put a computer on a paver, and now everything has a computer. So I think more like Lee-Boy's got an electric paver. The cool thing about that is it shuts off every time you're not using it. I think they should do something like a hybrid, more like a car, where it's diesel ran. You don't have to worry about it charging for the main thing, but when you're waiting on a truck, it's shut down. So
Levi also has a electric broom, which that's a little more feasible. It's got a lot more torque and everything. They don't use as much energy. So that was probably the most feasible of all the electric and the construction equipment.
Yeah. So let's get a perspective from Kurt, who didn't get to go to the booths, but actually had a booth there. And my favorite booth is the Ray Products booth because Kurt is sitting right next to me. But you give us perspective on you thought.
Well, the Ray Products booth was my favorite booth too, but it was interesting for me because my brother Guy brought me to the first World of Asphalt show. Gosh, it's got to be 20 years ago now. And even though I didn't get to make it around to all the booths, I was shocked at how big this show was. My wife and I tried to walk a little bit. We took a break from our booth, and we tried to walk this show. And I don't know how many exhibitors were there. Hundreds of exhibitors were there. The equipment, the breadth of everything that was there was just overwhelming. We're not in the asphalt end. We're in the paint, kind of pavement marking end. So a lot of the other booths don't really relate to our business. But seeing all the big equipment, everything, and how big this show has grown to, they even had booths in the hallway. They oversold this show. We actually waited 5 years. We were on the waiting list for 5 years to get a booth at this show because they've been oversold. And we had a small little 10 by 10 booth. But as far as I could tell, I think we were the only paint and stencil supplier at this show. So the traffic at our booth was 3 deep into the aisle. it was very overwhelming. So for us, it was a very successful show, and we were happy to be there. But I'm surprised at how big this show has grown. It was really, for anybody in the pavement end, you had a lot to look at. You had a lot of choices on equipment.
I agree 100%. We were down here in 2016 for a show. You guys had a booth then, and it's growing tremendously. When we were here 2 years ago, it's even growing since then.
Yeah, it's huge. They can't handle the space that they have.
Yeah, and I mean, so to touch point on a couple other, we touched, on Ray, your guys' booth, on Bomag, but I want to give a huge shout out to Dynapack also. I think they had probably the best party out. We run all Dynapack rollers, so I got to give a huge shout out to Dynapack too. I think they did a really good job. Love the colors, love the booth. And I mean, Nick, we run Dynapack rollers. We just ordered a combo roller, so what are your thoughts on them?
Yeah, Dynapack has a pretty well-built machine. We've never had any issues with ours. They had a really nice booth, I agree.
And a very nice party.
Yeah, the party was
Sick. Probably the best party.
better than it was in 2022. They rented out the entire boat this year. One thing I wanted to mention was Ray Products has the superior paint. It's probably the best product I've ever used. Just wanted to put that out there for you guys.
Thank you. And here's the thing, we're a little bit biased, but we weren't always biased. I've been friends with the Grunberg family for a long time, but I didn't buy their paint for the longest time. I mean, that's true. I was stuck on the price point. You're a little bit more expensive than Sherwin-Williams, and it took me a little while to get over the price point, but once we got over the price point, our buckets of Sherwin-Williams paint would have a bunch of paint left in the bottom of it, and our Ray buckets are completely gone. We don't have to strain it. We don't get those little, we call them ghosts, where you're just painting and all of a sudden it's like you spray paint over a ghost where it's just dead. We don't have that. So, unless it's not a project we're doing where it's not spec'd, we're Ray Products all the way. But I can honestly say, as well as I do, we were friends, but you were like, why aren't you buying paint from me? And I was like, because it's expensive. But
Yeah.
it's not the cheapest price, but it's the cheapest cost.
That's part of what I do, is I try to make the contractor a little bit more savvy. That the paint that you're buying is not about the price per gallon. It's about what your applied cost is. So, you're used to Sherwin-Williams. Typically, the customer uses Sherwin-Williams because they're convenient. They have how many thousands of branches everywhere. So it's convenient to go and pick up the SW paint, but they're not selling on quality. And when you're using a quality paint, you're actually saving money. So that's my job, is to train and educate on why you're saving more money by using our paint. That I get all the time. We had a booth at the trade show, and continuously I'll have people come to the booth and say, Kurt, we just striped this brand new asphalt parking lot, and it looks like the asphalt is sucking up the paint. And I'll say, yeah, you're using Sherwin-Williams, aren't you? And they'll say, yeah, we're using SW. I said, yeah, because the paint that you're buying is translucent. You have to use twice as much paint to get the same coverage as you do with ours. So it's interesting, the education. It kind of wakes people up to see, oh my God, I can save money by using a better paint. I get more mileage. I don't have dry pack in the machines. I'm not clogging my tips. I don't have chunks in the bucket at the end of the job, which is solids, which is money. You paid for that paint and you got chunks in the bucket that you're filtering out. So it's an education process, but it's fun. I like educating people on why using a better paint saves them money and waking them up, and it's good. Yeah.
So let's go to you, because you've been in the industry for what, 50
This is my 53rd year, but
53rd year by yourself.
I'd like to reiterate too that a lot of the shows, Pavement Maintenance and Pavex and all these now, the World of Asphalt has been kind of the big one because it not only is the pavement maintenance guys, it's the pavement producers, it's quarry, it's a lot of that. So it's really a good show. And I'd like to also say too that we were talking about Kurt, I've just known in the last few years and everything from Ray Products, but I got a long-standing relationship with his brother Kurt that goes back. I mean, his brother Guy that goes back pretty near 45 years. I mean, we used to deal with Ray Products back when they had asphalt products, they had lutes, they had shovels, they dealt with the whole thing, and dealt with Kurt and Guy's dad, Fred, and the whole crew. So yeah, we've had a long-standing relationship there. We're not in the paint end of it anymore, but we've had a good relationship with them for many years. I really like seeing Guy again today. So and
They're
I just
a very good family. They really
yeah.
are. But I was gonna turn to you because, like, with you going on 53 years in business, you were doing paving before you started on your own, right? With like, oh no,
Started on my own. I
I thought
learned
you
it
worked
on
down
my
in
own.
Chicago. Didn't you do some paving down in Chicago?
We did some, paving down there back in the early 70s.
But anyways, from the shows that you started going to when you first started going to them till now, how has it changed?
PME was the first show I went to in Nashville, Tennessee, back I think about in early 90s, late 80s, and it's changed quite a bit. Of course, technology has really changed. I mean, unbelievable in the last 40 years. I mean, back then everything was all pretty much mechanical. Now you're electric over hydraulic. It's just the GPS systems. Everything is just mind-boggling. So.
Well, yeah, because our industry didn't change very much for a long time, and then it was like
For the first, and I learned today that asphalt paving, the first road paved in the United States, and I was thinking the 1930s. Actually, I was wrong. The first road paved in the United States was 1877, which kind of baffled me. And so asphalt paving has been going on here a long time. I remember back, I had Barbara Green pavers back in the old days, knew some of the people down there, and Barbara Green touted that they paved the first road in here with an asphalt paver in like sometime in the late 20s, early 30s. And so I don't know how the asphalt was done before, but 1877, we had paved roads.
by hand, horse and buggy, hand.
Probably.
But yeah, I mean, the first trade show I ever went to was in 1999 with you guys down there in Atlanta, Georgia. And I mean, I didn't pay attention to the business side of things as much as I probably should have because I was seal coating back then, but I paid more attention to the party side. But I mean, I feel from like 1999 till even when we went down here in Nashville to NPE in 2008, like nothing really changed. But from like about 2013 till now, it's like you said, it's changing tremendously with GPS and computers and electrical and all of that different stuff. Any other booths you saw, Nick, that were interesting in our side of things? The one that I will say that I saw that was really interesting was the fiber. So we're adding more and bidding on more jobs that are requiring fiber, and it always used to kind of intimidate me, and I would bid some that I wouldn't even bid, and then when we went to the fiber booth, what was it, Surface Tech, we went to their booth, I was really shocked to see what it is and what involved into it is like nothing really to be intimidated about.
Yeah, I used to be familiar with the fiberglass and nylon fibers, but they're using a completely different material now.
They're using Kevlar.
Kevlar fibers. I've never seen the Kevlar fibers until this show.
Yeah, I took about 400 samples, and I'm going to try to make me a suit like. Yeah, I took 400 of them, and me and T, the camera guy, are going to try to make John Wick suits. So if we get shot at, we can put our arm up out of the Kevlar fibers.
Yeah, that was
we'll let you know how that goes. That's a different podcast, but stay tuned for that. It will be very interesting.
Seeing the changes over the years too, besides the fiber and stuff now, asphalt's come a long ways. When I first started in the business, asphalt was the bottom of the barrel crude that the oil refineries couldn't get rid of, and now they've got the refining processes better so they can use all their oil. But the difference is the asphalt industry's come a long way with the polymers, with the different additives, now with the fiber and stuff. Asphalt, my personal opinion, I've been in the business 52, almost 53 years. If I were to go out of the business tomorrow and needed pavement done, I would definitely go with asphalt over concrete any day of the week. It just come a long ways. It's just it's really a good product, and it's and if you take care of it correctly and everything, it'll outlast concrete, and especially in the northern climates. It was a good show, and like always, like all of us here, our main goal for going there is to improve our business and improve our quality and improve asphalt. So.
I agree 100%. If I was going to get out of the business and I was going to have a driveway paved, I would do asphalt. I do believe, though, there is room for concrete, because I would not build a basement out of asphalt.
I told my concrete buddies that for years.
I'd not build a basement out of asphalt, but I would not put a concrete driveway in. So I would do an asphalt sidewalk. Oh, shoot. The fuzz lost. All right. Well, with that being said, we're going to wrap things up and hope to see you on the next episode.
My name is Tommy Tomlin. I'm the Business Development Manager for Mills and Pavers for BOMAG North America. I'm going to introduce the BM 2265, our new flagship mill, today to you. So we're going to start our walk around at the front of the mill. Of course, industry standard folding conveyor. The difference in our conveyor is that in a folded position, we're 2 foot 7 inches shorter than anybody else for transportability. We'll walk on back and you see that our machine is equipped with a high pressure washdown system on this side, a low pressure washdown system on the other side, which you'll see when we get over there. On our machine that you're seeing today, we have our ion dust shield. It is for reduction of fine dust materials, up to 88% reduction of fine dust materials, not only for the operators but for the general public when we're milling around them. Our standard dust extraction system you see is setting on top of the ion dust shield. That's what we bring all of our machines into the U.S. with. And then we have our patented encapsulated center transfer point from our center belt to our main discharge belt. It's completely encapsulated. 65 degrees of swing left and right for a total of 130 degrees of swing. 2 mounting points at the top, so very stable discharge conveyor system. At no time are we not centered from our center belt to our main discharge belt. And today what you're seeing is we've got our beautiful wrapped BM 2265 with the American flag wrap and the eagle on it. Our machine today is 2200 millimeter drum, which is 7'3", and we have our patented BOMAG tool holder system on it as well. B3 crawler groups, largest crawler group for this size mill in the United States. And then also too, we're very, very proud to be partnered with Cummins and have the X15 640 horsepower Cummins power plant in there. So it's new for us. Standard ground control panels for the operators. Very familiar, very intuitive, easy learning curve for the operators to be able to get on the machine and start milling fast. This machine is also equipped with our Jersey light package, up to 195,000 lumens of light for night work. We understand that milling night work is becoming more and more common, so we're outfitting our machines with this option as well. We have our standard storage area for toolboxes, extra teeth, other tools that the operators want to stick in there. With this machine, it's a brand new design from the top, or from the bottom to the top, from the front to the rear. Cooling package is brand new, easily accessible, along with the power plant, the hydraulics and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and open up this panel. You can see on this side here, you can actually see, you can see more of the wrap. We've got that door open, but we've got the eagle wrap on here. We're really proud of this machine and the way it looks and the traction that it gets. Along with the engineering design, not only for the operator, but we wanted serviceability to be part of it too. So for the access for any kind of components, we've made it very easy. Brand new hydraulic system, brand new pump system, just a brand new cut drive system. Easy access to the coupler in case we'd ever have any issues there. If you back up real quick, I want to show you, make sure that we get. This is our BOMAG tooling system. Our drums are made in Beaupart, Germany by our drum factory in Beaupart. This is our BMS 15 tool holder, by far the best tool holder on the market today. Very simple, very little labor to change your teeth or change your holders. So we're really proud of that. We're really proud of the way the drum looks and what the money part of the milling business does back here. So we're really, really proud with that. Up on this part, our machines come equipped with left and right scanners with the ability to drop them up here. So great control systems on our machine. We have front and right scanners on smart cylinders, left and right in gates on smart cylinders, We also have our slope box, but we can also run multiplex. We can also do 3D milling as well with any company that you operate with 3D milling. I'm gonna back up. I missed something I want to show. It's very important. So your operators come in at night or in the early morning, and they're, instead of them being stumbling around and trying to find what they're doing, we've got what we call coming home lights on both the left and right side. The operator comes in, pushes this button for 3 to 4 seconds, releases. The lights kick on automatically, 360-degree parameter for the operator not to have to be working in the dark, so it's very safe for the operator to be able to do what they have to do pre-morning checks. We'll follow through on up to the conveyor. Again, you see our low pressure washdown system. Camera systems on this machine. We have a camera system on the front on the conveyor, at the rear of the machine for safety, and then we have 2 cameras looking at the milling box underneath from front and rear. This time I'm gonna go up and just give a brief overview of the upstairs operators panel, and then we'll be done with this shot. So what you're seeing up here is a very large operators panel, but the big takeaway at this is we wanted the operator station to be very familiar. So when the operator comes up here, about 90% they're familiar with our buttons, our switches that we have up here, so we're really happy with what we've got there. Our camera system, and then we've got our leveling system that the operator here can see, and our machine functions, storage, more storage for the operators. And then of course you can see, if you look back here, you can see the accessibility to the engine. This whole compartment is very accessible. The big takeaway for us was to make it simple for the operator to do their pre-morning checks or their early or pre-job checks. So we've got everything accessible: engine oil, gearbox dipstick, the antifreeze, and the hydraulic systems are all just line of sight checks. So easy to clean out the cooling system. You can see how accessible it is. So we're really happy with the engineering design of this machine. That concludes the BM 2265. If you get a chance, check us out. Look up your local Bomag dealer. Thank you. All right, guys, so day 2, World of Asphalt. I'm gonna give you a brief walk around of the Bomag booth and show you what we've got in-house today, and hopefully you'll come out and see us. So again, we've got our BM 2265. We've got our very great BM 1235 4-foot rear mount machine. Really happy. This has been out since 2008. This is actually our Gen 2. Just a really solid platform. Real happy with the performance on that. We've got our BW 206 AD roller. We've got our compaction experts out here. We've got Bomap and all Bomag technologies for you to come out and see. So we've got all those experts out here today as well. We're going to come on down this way. I hate to turn my back to you. Really big for us in the booth today is we've got our Bomag CR 1030T paver, but also we've got our Versa 20, our new front mount screed. We're launching it at World of Asphalt. Brand new to Bomag. We've never had a front mount screed of our own, so we're really proud to launch that at World of Asphalt 2024. We're going to keep on walking around. We had a great event last night, 1,200 people, Kentucky Headhunters, Georgia Thunderbolts, and just a great time. So great networking, great time to learn and listen. We've got all our experts in here before show, learning, getting ready to go. They're talking about all the good stuff that we're going to tell people today. And then what you're going to see here is our BW 120 AD E5. It's our battery powered roller, our 120 size roller. Just come by and see it. There's a lot of explaining and technical stuff that we can explain to you about this roller, and we're happy to see you out. Again, it's day 2, World of Asphalt 2024. Come out and see Bomag. Thank you.
Hey, my name's Eric Booth. I'm here with Dynapack North America at World of Asphalt 2024 in Nashville, Tennessee. Going to give a little bit of a walkthrough of our booth here at the show on the last day. What we've got first here, we've got our D30 wheeled paver. We had a tie-in with Ajax here for the suicide prevention and construction event earlier this week as well. This is a wheeled track loader with a front mount screed on it. If you follow me along here, we've got our large SW6500 swing app on our mobile feeder, which is something that's relatively new for us and that we're showing off at the show here. We've got a new Z-Era electric roller up here in the front. So we've got our whole range of representative rollers here. We're also showing off our new seismic technology for seismic asphalt. That's a automatic vibration control for our larger asphalt rollers. Showing off an oscillation roller here with our 6200 84-inch size. Our new 2200 Generation 6 asphalt roller that has an 13-inch offset. We brought some of our smaller commercial size pavers as well. This is the D12C. This is a fully remote control paver, just so somebody can walk around the outside and actually control it like somebody would look like if they're controlling a drone. D17C, one of our other smaller commercial pavers. Then to showcase some of the smaller rollers that we've got here, our 950 diesel. This is a really popular model for the single vibration front drum, upwards to our 1200, starting to get a little bit larger into our asphalt roller line for parking lots. Then one of the things that we think is pretty unique is our CC 1400C Generation 6. This is a combination roller. So we are showing this off because a lot of people haven't really seen that and don't use it out in the marketplace. What's really great about it, you've got a front drum that's going to, vibrating front drum that's going to get your compaction, traditional compaction. Then the back, it has 4 wide tires, and what those tires tend to do is they knead the asphalt a little bit differently. They bring the oil up to the top and they slick it out, so people really like to use this as the finish, especially if you're doing maybe a large parking lot, doing some patch jobs. What they're going to use, they don't need to bring a pneumatic tire roller in. They can have just this one roller and do the whole job at one time.
Hi, I'm Guy Grunberg with Ray Products and Chemicals and 1-800-STENCIL. We're here at the World of Asphalt. We want to let you know a little bit more about our company. We're a stencil manufacturer. We do custom stencils and we have regular stencils. We purchased 1-800-STENCIL, so we're probably one of the biggest stencil companies in the country. But we were founded on doing paint, traffic paint for streets and highways, and we're still very focused on that. We have tremendous warehousing, so we ship truckloads of materials every day. It's in stock, and I think one of the things that people love about us is if they call an order in, they can get it out the same day or the very next morning. We also do custom stencils, turn around within 24 hours. We're a WBE, so founded the business back in 1976, and it was my mom and my dad and myself, and now we have just a bunch of family members. About half our company are family members. We focus on great quality, great customer service. We invite you to come to our facility in Chicago. We had a great time here at this amazing World of Asphalt. If you come to one show a year, World of Asphalt is probably one of them you want to come to. Again, a shout out to Nick and to Pavement After Hours. Watch these podcasts. They're going to be amazing. We thank him for doing them. Again, tune into Pavement After Hours. Thank you very much.
I'm Chris Broom from Lee Boy, going to show you a couple of the new things here in the booth. We're at World of Asphalt 24. We introduced the 8680 paver in 2023 at Con Expo, and so for 2024 we've brought the big screed. So the LB7 screed, it's our first 7 series screed. It is over 7,100 pounds, depending on options. And the things you're going to get with that upgraded size-wise, so it's about over 30 inches high face height. Get nice horizontal screws with coarse thread. Our controls, so you're going to have automatic or powered extension vertical, powered angle of attack, and it also comes standard with power crown. Now if you look down at the walk boards, so you won't get standard size walk board for us is 12 inches. These are 18-inch walk boards that are extending. So this larger screed also comes with a big generator. So you've got a 34 kilowatt generator with zone controlled heat. So this heat box here in the display, I've got sensors in the extensions, sensors in the main screed, both sides. So it's going to turn on and off your heat as needed. Another thing you've got here is additional power for lighting. So you'll have that for night work. You can run a pair of balloon lights, run those continuously. So we'll move over here. We've got another option. First time it happened. Have a set of wireless screed remotes. or wireless propel remotes. This I can use to drive this paver, so I can load, unload the 5300. I can walk around it and position it down in a cut or a trench. So that's a nice little feature. Just take you off so that you can get walk around and look where you're going. Now we move over here to the electric broom. So we introduced the electric paver at Con Expo in 23, and what we've done is that same GM battery system, motor, the whole infrastructure is the same from the paver. So here you've got another option aside from just the normal diesel engine. Good thing about this is you can charge it anywhere. So anywhere you can charge a GM or North American standard vehicle. It even accepts the fast charge, so I can stop at one of those fast charging stations, and let's say if this battery was completely depleted, I can recharge the full thing in less than an hour. So all GM technology, they've been working on it for 30 years. We don't interfere with that. They put billions of dollars into developing that. New for this show, the TD600 TAC distributor. What we have here is sort of, it looks more like a TAC tank, but what you've got is you've got ground speed. So you've got actual rate control. So I can set this thing to spray 0.06, 0.08, and tow it down the road, and it's going to adjust the pump speed so that I put down whatever I've entered here. One of the cool features is we have a mountable in-cab controls that's wireless. Some of the other units you'll see, you'll have a cable that you have to drag into the cab, whereas here we've got our spray bar circulate. We can turn off and on our spray bar sections. We can set our speeds and our rates, and that's all from just inside the cab of your truck. If we walk around here to the bar, get the hell out. You're going to get the same high quality bar that you already get with the Max 2. It's going to come standard with 14 foot of bar. So I've got switches here to where if I flip this bar up, it'll deactivate the bar, and the other one can be folded down, and I can spray 10, 11 feet, whatever I need to. I've also got adjustable height standards. So good set of features. We also have options, spray down, spray wands, lights, beacon. We've got a lot of good things planned for this machine. We think it'll have a lot of success. We did build an RMT in the past, so we do have a history with this type of product, and it's another good option right now with the price of chassis. So chassis are getting expensive. Now I can pull a trailer and do that same job. That's about all I got.
Hey, I'm Pat with Surface Tech. I'm here to talk to you about pure aramid fibers, and specifically made for asphalt. What is aramid fibers? Aramid fibers is a material that's been around for a few decades that actually is typically used in bulletproof vests, in high performance tires, and basically it replaces steel because it's 5 times stronger than steel. What are we looking for this to do? We're looking for this to extend the life of pavement with a low carbon option. So how do we do that? The aramid fiber itself creates a 3-dimensional structure in the asphalt mix matrix. We take pure aramid, we put a little bit of wax on it, we put it in the mix through our precision dosing equipment, and this stuff opens up just like that, puts millions of tiny fibers that are 5 times stronger than steel. What does that do for us? Why would you want to reinforce asphalt? Well, basically for performance, it's 30 to 50% improvement in crack resistance in a laboratory and over 100% in the field. For rut resistance, it helps up to 15% with a single dose and up to 100% with a double dose. It extends the life of your pavement and also is easy to use. How is it easy to use? Isn't that going to be a pain? No. Our dosing equipment plugs right into your plants. It's easy to use, and it improves the life of your pavement. So we offer long life pavement with a low carbon solution that's sustainable and very easy to put into your plant, into your mix. We have specifications that we can offer up. We can get them plugged and played right in. And at the end of the day, you can make sure your pavements last way longer than you'd ever expected. So I just appreciate your time, and make sure you watch for the podcast Pavement After Hours. You'll love it.
Hello, my name is Garrett Garstang. I'm with Graco, and I'm here to talk to you about our HP series of line lasers. This unit right here happens to be our battery-powered unit, the ES2000. And on the functions of this, not only does it have our Laser Guide 2000 laser system, but all of our HP series, except for the 250 line, comes with the Laser Guide 1700, which is the little green dot. Another function of the HP series is our auto layout. In conjunction with both of these laser systems, your layout time can be cut by 50% the first time that you use it. It's the reason why Graco was the #1 leader in walk-behind line stripers in the world.
After Hours.